Hello. I've just looked back through some of the videos that I've done, and I just want to give an overall view as to currently where I'm up to, and show you, for those people who are contemplating restoring a miner, exactly what, well, not exactly what you'll come up against, but some of the things that you're likely to come up against. So I started at this rear corner. The corner itself was rotten. This is what should be like a tie down plate for storage, or sorry, for transportation. So there's like a hook on the end of that, so you can hook stuff on and tie your car down. It is a bit of a rust trap, as you can see from the hole. So I've cut it off. I'm doing away with it, so I'm just going to plate that over. But as I say, this is the original mounting, which I've repaired along here, and then I've made this corner up, which runs across to the bottom of the boot floor. Made it good. It just wants a little bit of welding there, where you can see the clips, just to marry it up with the other floor panel. So this was where I started, and then I cut this panel out because it had a big hole in behind this tie down strap. I then realised that the mounting flange for the rear wing was rotten, so I had to cut all of that out. I tried to mark it, but the bits that were left, so that gap there was a good gap, and then from there to there was rotten. So I thought, for the sake of leaving that little bit, I cut it all out. So the plan is to put the flange on the wing, put the wing, attach it to here, and eventually weld it on. So that was the plan, but obviously as things progressed, so it come down then to the bottom of the quarter panel. Bottom of the quarter panel was basically filler and rot, so I've had to cut that out. When I cut that out, the bottom of the sill came off, so the sills had to come off. So there should be a boxing plate on there that had to come off, and then I'll work my way forward. The bottom of the A post, it has since been repaired, but that had to be repaired, as did the other side of it there. That was rotten at the bottom, and then I worked my way then into the flitch panel and the inner wing, which is rotten. So that's going to need that repair panel, cutting out of steel and welding in, and that will make that. But before I can do that, I have to put the boxing plate on. Before I can put the boxing plate on, I have to fix the floors. So the floor on the inside I've done. As you can see from the other videos, I was unsure what to do, whether to put a new floor in or repair this. So I've gone along with repairing it for now. If it doesn't work, I'll come up with something else. Then the rear floor, obviously that one's chopping out as well. I've just cut that out as a rough guide, but whilst doing so, you can see the inner sill. The majority of it is solid, apart from, you can see where I've cut out here. So that will need a repair panel in along underneath the seatbelt mounting, and to there, that needs a repair panel, as does this bit up here. And then if I can get you underneath, you can see it. So this is the frontmost spring mount. So one goes onto the back where that little hole is there, and then the second one goes onto here. It's fairly solid. It has had work here in the past, but I've cleaned it off. It has had some welding just at the front, there, but I'm gonna clean it up when I cut the rest of this floor pan off and make it good. That will be solid, and then my floor pan then will extend around the front of there, and then back up to nothing, back up here with the inner sill repaired. So that needs to be done. Then this panel here, now I don't actually know what way this panel runs, but this panel originally ran down. In fact, the piece is here. That panel originally ran like that, but the bottom was rusted out of it. So looking at it, I think it comes down and sits. So I think it comes down here and then sits on top of this. Remember, I've got another panel to go into there. I think it sits on top of that. So that's what I'm going to do anyway. I can't see on the other side, but so that needs to be done. And then if you see there, you can see the cross member that needs to be repaired. So I'll just show you something else. Just one sec. So as I say, the cross member needs to be unpicked from the floor back to here. And then there's a repair panel that you can get. I don't know how far it goes, and you can weld in the repair panel. So what started as repairing a little hole in the rear corner has meant I've come all the way along the offside of the car, right the way to the front, and basically work my way to this point here. So this is the front point of my inner sill, which is going to be boxed into the flitch panel, the boxing plate and the inner sills, and then I can work my way back. So up to now I've cut off quite a lot of the steel. I've got 2 brace bars there, and I've got some more brace bars in the within the car, one across under the dash as well, and one across under here. So yeah, like I say, what started as a small job has worked out to be, well, quite substantial. All I'm doing at this stage is everything I cut off I measure, and then I go to the other side of the car and check that it's right. I'm just hoping the other side of the car is right, because if it's not, it's going to be like a clown's car. But yeah, up to now everything seems to be measured in upright. So that's currently where we are. I've just cut some more rot out, so I'm just going to spend an hour now making some panels for under the that little panel that goes under there, and then the inner sill panel that runs along there with a little lip on. So I'll make that, and we'll see how we go on. But just on that subject, the way I do it, I don't know whether it's right or not, but on this inner panel I've simply measured it. Sometimes you can put a piece of paper on and mark around it, but because this is fairly square, I've just cut this cardboard template out, measured it, and that will transfer to the steel, and then that can be cut and welded into there. So as you can see, it takes a while. This is an extension of the floor, this bit here. I just need to work out how I'm going to cut it, so I've just left it on there for now. But yeah, so that boxing panel will go up there. I did a little bit of a repair on the inside. I don't know if you can see it. I just plug welded the inner panel there, which is quite difficult to get in and do, but it's closed that panel off there nicely. So yeah, obviously still a lot to do, but once I get these little panels, these little bits cut out, get them ready to go, then I'm going to start do a bit more welding, and I'm going to plug weld this all the way along like it should be, and then just seam weld it at the bottom. So yeah, that's where we're up to. Okay, cheers, bye.